I'm Eliza from the Bicycle Coalition of Maine, and thanks for joining us for the second edition of Fix It Fridays. Today, I'm going to talk about what you should have to fix a flat while out on a ride. Here are the things that you should have with you to self-rescue while out on a ride. These are your tire levers. These are going to be what allows you to get your bike tire off of the rim of your bike. This is your bike tube. It's always great to have an extra one or even two of these with you on a ride. You never know when you're going to end up with a flat or possibly a friend. I don't typically carry a patch kit. I have never successfully patched a bike tube on the road. This is a pack pump. There are CO2 cartridges you can buy that inflate tires really quickly. I know from experience that getting a road bike tire to 100 PSI, at least with one of these, can be time consuming. So the first thing you have to do to fix a flat is take the tire off. We're gonna do that by coming over here, pulling up on this quick release. We're gonna come down to this lever and release it. That's gonna loosen up the brakes from the rim of your tire. And then pop it right off. This is where the tire levers come in. What you're gonna do is pull the rubber away from the rim like this, take that sharp end and put that under one side of the rubber tire. The really fancy thing about some of these is that they allow you to hook them on the spokes like this. And what that helps you do is then come in here with the other lever, get the right angle, and pull the tire off the wheel. Then you just come over to this little valve, make sure that you get this ring off here, and you pull the entire tube out. This is where the new tube and your pack pump come in handy. Once you have your new tube out of the box, it's helpful to put some air in your tube, and that's when you're going to use your pump. Put a little bit of air into that tube so it's easier to manipulate inside the tire. Then you're going to take your partially inflated tube, get it by the valve, and put that through the hole in the frame of the tire. And then you're going to basically stuff the tube into the part of the wheel that is off the frame. Then you're going to pinch the tire in one spot over the frame of the wheel. And it's helpful if you leave a hand in one place just to keep it anchored. And then you're going to push the tube in and pull it over the side as you work your way around. Sometimes getting the last part of the tire and the tube securely on takes a little bit of finessing, and I will carefully use my tire lever to push it in there and make sure that nothing is getting pinched. The last thing you want to do once your tube is in there is just check around the tire to make sure that it is on the rim and not pinching part of the tube. The second to last part is getting the tire back on the bike. Lastly, we're going to come over here, make sure the valve is open on our new tube, up on the pack pump, and just crank away. Those are our tips and tricks for basic self-rescue during a bike ride. Thank you so much for joining the Bicycle Coalition of Maine for our second Fix It Friday of Bike Month.